I want to see that. So please do include this in the map in future tournaments.
All right, it seems like we're getting into the game. So guys, take it away.
Thank you very much. And, well, it was Cash that Virtus.pro and Titan clashed on earlier on in the tournament. But we will start here on Mirage. A map that VP renowned for, but didn't really connect with against dignitas.
No, and Taz posting the interesting question: Will it be the first knife round win for them? And no, it will not. Never, said by Ali.
There's a big, there's a very strong relationship between all of these teams, though. Albeit you may have seen screenshots to the contrary in the LDLC game, but the top level of CS is so friendly at the moment. It's really different to how it has always been.
I think, you know, you got these rivalries. For example, us against NIP, you got us against Dignitas, which is an interesting rivalry. Even like NIP, like Dignitas, with Dignitas kind of struggling against NIP, but everyone's really friendly, everyone's friends. Might be some hate in-game, but when it comes to outside the game, everyone can, you know, chill out, relax with each other and just have a good time. And that's really, really one of the best things about the CS community as a professional player, for my part.
But that takes away, you know, the lack of the hate. There used to be people used to really hate the English teams in particular, and there was like there used to be particularly in Source when English, you know, there were a few good English teams. They used to be so arrogant that people would just hate the hell out of them, and like, you know, you get those older players just like, oh, this is not cool. They used to add some spice to it.
Yeah,
you want some spice? Spice up your life.
In game, it's all about that. You hate each other in game, but once it's outside the game, you gotta be professional. You don't enemies anymore. You hate each other in game. It's more than enough.
There you go. Taz certainly knows how to rile up his opponents.
He does. I think he waved LGB off stage at EMS.
Oh, MBK plucks Pasher out of the sky like he was clay pigeon shooting. And Virtus.pro have themselves the first death of the thing. Now KennyS will see action as he gets himself a headshot onto Bialy. Jumps somewhat out of the way of that grenade, but damage taken nevertheless as VP try to make their A push work. The bomb is on the site, and the bomb is planted by Taz. Smith gets himself the frag onto Snacks, and it'll be Taz to go through and get downed in the end. It leaves just Neo, 1 versus 3 with 50 points of health to make his play, and he is not going to be able to finish off the job as KennyS gets the fuse. Interesting to see KennyS yesterday. Obviously a renowned sniper, but it was he was top fragging yesterday, and all of his kills pretty much came when he had an AK in his hand.
Yeah, I mean, he's an amazing player, no doubt, but they kind of know when Kenny has that up, and every team kind of wants to avoid it. But with the AK, you have much more freedom to move around, be more unpredictable, and I think that worked in Kenny's favor yesterday.
Let's see whether VP have got anything different on their eco rounds. In the last game, for sure, they were disappointing. We'll see what they can do. Existence will lead the nade. That'll be a perfect nade from Existence. And he'll follow it up with the help of Scream to get 3 kills, but the damage very much done. And that will be tight, demolishing VP. You talk about the positives of the scene. Who is your team that you as FNATIC enjoy hanging out with the most off-server?
Well, I enjoy hanging out with NIP, Titan, and yeah, probably those two is the ones I hang out with the most. Being in real life, childhood friends with Exist certainly made that easier. Yeah, but yeah.
Tell us about Exist as a young boy.
A lot of Counter-Strike, not a lot of going outside the house.
Here we go. MBK gets himself frag number 2 after KennyS has dispatched of Neo with his AWP. And this the stop by Bialy. A Scream gets dropped. Bialy down to 28 points. In the meantime, though, as Existence and Scream combine with the grenade onto Bialy. And Scream will feel like his work was not in vain. Smith picked off as Pasha will move the bomb in towards the B site. Reinforcements coming for the CT side, but Pasha does have Taz still alive, who is actually going to come around from the back as he comes in from the A site and starts to fire off onto Existence. Gets himself that kill. MBK jumps around the corner. Pasha can't get the kill, and now they're coming in one by one. MBK will get that kill onto Pasha, who quickly escapes around to the back, and it'll be Kenny S wondering, where did he go? And he's stuck with an AWP in a short-range fight, and he won't get away with it. And Pasha gets the kill. Talk us through that. The opening frag's going Titan's way, but the round not.
Yeah, once again, Virtus find themselves in an almost impossible situation to win. A 2-on-4, they're spread out, they cannot really work together, but Pasha getting that entry on the B side, getting the plant, and Virtus once again coming and struggling in the beginning of the rounds, but working themselves up, winning the rounds, which seem impossible.
Snacks will see if the push is going to be
and trying to have 3 men on A right now. I think they just cleared A slope and making the rotation back to mid and B.
Existence will fire off in towards the smoke. Grenade lands to his right, and he wonders what's in store for him. So there it'll be the FAMAS of Smiths getting nowhere near Neo. Kenny S does get one back onto Neo, but MBK returns the favor. 2 for MBK before Taz drops him. We're at a 2-on-2, but Snacks is going to help easily mop up the penultimate man, and the last man will be Existence, getting nowhere near Taz, and VP in the end managed to make light work of that round.
Yeah, I felt like Titan had the read on them. They had rotations, almost 4 against mid and B together, and only leaving Scream on A, which was a good position for them, but Virtus.pro just came out, got the entry on the side, and traded the kills from there. So they're really good at these trading kill moments, Virtus, which is why they are so dangerous. But it felt like they had an uphill battle that time as well, but they made it work.
2-2 the score.
And Titan on an eco, stacking towards A. Virtus is holding very defensively, except for one man, Snacks, kind of pushing alone, clearing up mid link.
MBK jumps back across towards B. They obviously had some thought that there was going to be an attack on B. Hasn't happened. Existence gets himself the frag, and Neo and Snacks are both down. And Pasha, quite lucky to get away with his life there. Dropped in the end by Scream. Smith is out, courtesy of Bialy, and we're 2-on-2, but it's 2 weapons against not much.
This has been Virtus' problem, converting these eco rounds into winnable win rounds. And it's a 2-on-2 now. Both have guns. This is looking dangerous.
See what they can do. Bialy there as Taz is again like a mother protecting a child on top of that bomb. That bomb will blow or Taz will die fighting it. As that Scream pushes in, gets himself the headshot. The bomb beginning to tick louder and louder though. And Scream knows that he won't be able to get this one and will take the consolation prize of an AK. And save his armor in the process as well. Taz though chasing him out and will not allow that. And it is going to be Virtus.pro who get themselves their 3rd round.
But very expensive, considering Titan actually had an eco there, and they did not play it like Dignitas, surviving 4 men every time. But they got the round, that's important, but they're in a dangerous position now. Losing this round could be losing 2.
Let's see what Titan have in their locker. MBK has 8 frags in the opening 5 rounds. And it will be Existence who does a wealth of damage to Neo, who suddenly gets scared. MBK extends out from B, waiting to see if someone comes around this corner. As Existence will continue to nade out. And Titan wants to pick a fight here. Existence just pokes his head out, tries to see anything, and MBK's waiting to finish the job. If that smoke clears, MBK's got fun to be had. And there it is. Headshot downs Pasha. And Kenny S now goes looking for the next. Quicker reaction than Stacks gets him the kill. And Taz will move in on A, but he's running out of teammates to help him. He gets the kill onto Scream, but there are still four Titan players left standing as Smith retreats from the fight with Bialy, having come off worse.
And this is the moment that Virtus usually tend to win in these impossible scenarios.
Which is exactly what Taz aids the theory of as he dispatches Existence.
And he has the A side, but Titan knows the bomb is coming slow now, with a player pushed up mid, hearing him step in T-spawn. So the rotation is coming in. They don't have much time.
And they lose Taz to Virtus.pro. 8 seconds left. And Bialy follows up. 3-3, Titan pick it up. And that's going to leave VP hurting for cash with no bomb plan in that round either.
Yeah, and Taz actually buying an AK to get the money more equal in the team. See how this works out.
Kicks a grenade in the face as that costs him 21 points of health. He now slowly makes his way in towards A, rattles off a few shots, and does connect with a kill onto Scream. Now it'll be Neo who leads that charge in, and he'll fire through. And quickly, Virtus.pro have pushed quite far in towards that A site, and Titan have been unable to stop this one. It's going to be Existence down. MBK coming from behind. What a shot as he claims the life of Neo, but already this has been expensive for Titan. The bomb is meandering its way in towards that A site. Snack shows himself and is in the end headshotted down, but MBK's out courtesy of Pasha. And we're still a man to the good in favor of Virtus.pro as Virtus will... Oh, you could have put your house on Taz finishing that one off, but suddenly Kenny and Smith find themselves in a 2-on-1 against Pasha, who will... He flashed him, is waiting to come out, and in the end Smith finishes off the job, but bomb planted and 3 kills wasn't the worst eco in the world.
No, it's pretty good. That AK Taz bought really put some work in, and he got the entry. A little lucky, he was totally blind, but Neo then got an entry, another kill in the mid link, and could get the plant down. Surprised they didn't put it down sooner though. As Virtus is putting a lot of pressure mid.
Smith took an age to get on the top of that van, and by the time he was there, he was downed by Bialy. Titan have 2 other frags, though, and MBK, had he not been flashed, was ready to go for one more, but he will do the dance with Taz. And, Taz will be a more aggressive dancer. As Existence Avengers. And the push will be the bomb going all the way over towards the B site now, where they did take down Smiths earlier on. And it'll be Kenny S who's picked up an AWP of his own. And we'll look for a frag. Bialy's just moved, just traced around out of there quicker. And they're going to save out.
They think it's A.
Yeah, they weren't going to save out, they just didn't know. By the time they come around here, it'll be too late. And Neo will get himself the kill onto Scream anyway. Existence drops Neo, but Clock is right against them here, and Kenny S is not going to be able to get there. Bialy shoots through the smoke, downs Kenny S, and will go through. And well,
that's
having miscalculated.
Huge mistake by Titan. They had meant to make the actual retake, but they gave them so little time they had to go and risk themselves. And because of that, Virtus gets the round, and that was really weird. And now 4 spots on Titan. 3 pistols, an AK, and a Mag 7. This is not looking great for Titan all of a sudden.
Existence gets the first frag, drops Pasha. And, Taz returns the favor. And now they'll lay fire onto the man in the site, and that was Scream, and he is gone. Taz will move on, looking for the next. As Virtus.pro have lost Taz this time. Smith with the CZ connect, but again, that costs him his life. Kenny S is going to see action coming around that corner. He just spies him as he jumps back, and Kenny S with Taz's AK are ready to move in towards the site. He gets the call that the bomb's going down, and he nades right on top of Bialy's head. And Bialy is down to 45 points of health as a result, but it's 2 on 2. That Mag 7 still in the hands of MBK, who hasn't been able to get across to where the weapons have been.
But he gets so much information from doing this. He knows the bomb was danger, and he knows one was at the balcony area.
And let's see whether he can feed Kenny S with any more. Oh, Kenny S caught trying to go up the stairs. And now MBK is in a real world of hurt. Still 28 seconds left to go as well. The clock can't save young MBK. The Mag 7's all he's got. Does do a slither of damage to Neo, but it won't be enough. And it'll be 5-4 in favor of VP.
And now Titan is on an eco once again, just because of that moment when they screwed up the retake. I mean, Virtus could still win the round, but it looked really promising for Titan as they had the positions on short and kitchen. But yeah, they now are punished for it.
They're going to have to dig themselves out of this one. So Neo goes in, gets himself a frag on the screen, follows it up with the one on Kenny S as well, and Virtus.pro have cleaned out this site and put down that bomb without too much resistance from the saving Titan side. It'll be 6-4 here, and VP will be more than happy with their first half performance.
Yeah, they already have 6 rounds, I would guess, if not Existence doesn't even magical. He got a headshot, gets a second one.
And amazingly, has only 12 points of health over the remaining 2 players, but that bomb is not on his side.
They know he doesn't have a kit, so they're just running away.
He can't even get away with a weapon or his life.
No, but that was quite expensive from Virtus. It seemed to be like they got the site and all the position they needed before they actually had any resistance at their hand. But Existence picking up 2 kills there, and yeah, this is the time Titan need to win a round, because 6 is already very good from Virtus.pro, and Titan need a lot more.
Kenny S wielding the AWP this time out. Smith and MBK looking at B. It's Kenny S that we switch over to.
And Virtus is taking quite control of a mid. They're actually pushing into whorehouse, as we call it in Sweden. Must remember that. And this is a great position for the team. They can make a lot of plays from this.
It's Existence who finds himself flashed, and MBK down by Pasha this time. Pasha helps himself to the life of Existence, and the A side is now an open field for Virtus.pro if they want to go that way, and Pasha is going to lead that charge. It is all on Kenny S, and he does not want to lose that AWP. This is going to be 7 for Virtus.pro.
Yeah, and Titan don't really have an answer. They're still setting up in those defensive positions and setups. They kind of need to go aggressive, maybe challenge mid as they did a couple of rounds earlier, where they got the trades, MBK pushing up shore, scoring a couple of kills, and kind of remove the control that Virtus actually has on the map right now.
Thought Kenny S could have done better than to save that AWP, but look at the top fragger on the VP side. It is Taz once again at 13. And Snacks with a whopping 1 kill.
That's pretty unusual. He has 5 assists though, and I'm just going to look at the damage chart.
Oh, Smith gets himself a CZ onto Neo, and it's going to take something different from VP, you feel, right now, as they aim over from Bialy, clips the wings of a number of...
and as I say, looking at the damage chart, Snacks actually has done exactly the same amount of damage as Bialy. But Bialy just got the kills.
Sod's Law. That's the stat I always quote when I'm bottom of the scoreboard.
I did a lot of damage. It's good.
It's vital. Bialy gets himself a kill onto Scream. MBK did get one back. Pasha's down, and this could be number 3 as Kenny S gets himself the frag onto Bialy. Interestingly, not one of them has been able to pick up an AK from the 3 kills that they've had. And it's Going to be Snacks joining Taz.
And Titan seem to be more successful on the ecos than weapon rounds. As Virtus still struggling with it, converting those rounds.
Bomb is moving over towards the B site. No, it's not, sorry. Snacks gets himself the frag onto Kenny. And in they go. It's going to be all on Smith to stop them. He can't. And now they're going to have to pull Existence and MBK over. They make the move now. Bomb planted. And now you have to feel VP should close this one out. As Existence does buy them, but those... But that P250 isn't going to do the same damage that the CZs were doing, and not at that range either. MBK has picked up an AK and has got himself a kill onto Snacks. And now it's Taz 1-on-2. Isn't going to get there. And MBK with 2 big frags at the end. And they should just be able to get this defuse. And Titan will get themselves back on the board and stop the rot. They're 7-5 down, finally have one of their own, but the scoreboard doesn't lie.
No, Virtus is obviously very happy with this half as it's gone, but this is kind of the chance Titan has. If they win this round, they force Virtus into an eco, and they can be moderately happy with their half now. But butts and ifs.
Yeah. MBK pushes down into mid, gets a sight onto Pasha there, chops off 26 points of health, and will...
They seem to have moved Kenny S to a more opening A position than before, and Existence kind of keeping track on mid. Do have a double op setup on Titan, as Virtus is gearing up for an A push here. They have a good position in Pasha, actually in a smoke in mid-link, trying to cut off the rotations. This could work out well for Virtus.
Kenny S opens up the fragging, dropping Taz as he tried to make his way in, and it'll be Auto Director taking us in the wrong direction. As now we'll see the rest of them going through. Kenny S has himself one more, and a third. And it'll be Bialy who finally drops Kenny S, and Bialy and Pasha come in to get more kills, but Smith with his AWP helps out, and that'll be VP getting themselves in the muddle once more. Titan have called 2 back now, and that double AWP strategy worked, considering I think 4 of the frags in that round came from an AWP.
Yeah, and looking at the score, MBK on 15 kills, working that short. He's been really, really important for them. The top fragger of the whole map so far. Scream is actually lacking behind on A.
Speak of the devil, MBK dispatches of Neo, and Existence helps himself to the life of Pasha. Now Smith with that AWP. Says good night to Bialy. Taz will follow suit, and now it's all on Snacks. And he will go down. 7-7, last round of the half. Titan, though, will feel that Virtus.pro have had it too easy this half.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Virtus should do in this situation. He might want to try for B, as they haven't really been there much.
And they weren't in the last game either. They don't like B.
They seem to only go B if they actually get the entry there while peeking for it. Otherwise, they won't rotate at all.
Kenny S was spotted there by and Neo will come in and drop him. As Existence goes in, Neo gets looking for a second, but it's Existence who'll come through, and Neo and Bialy combine to dispatch of Existence, and Screaming will be the only man returning the favor from Titan, and that leaves just just Smith to help them out, and he will not be able to do it. Half time, 8-7 Virtus.pro.
They must be happy with that result. I mean, 8 rounds as T, and considering how I feel, I know Virtus really strong CT side. It's really difficult to make those set strategies against them. Dignitas, they seem to have it work for them, but Titan, let's see what they can do. Start on the T side here. See how many nades they have. They have 2 smokes, 4 flashes, and might be a fast B.
It'll be Cash and Season that will conclude this one after Mirage.
As Titan is actually rushing B.
Here comes the push now. It's Neo waiting from behind. There's one, there's two, and the third. And Neo on fire here, even able to reload almost. But Existence will in the end down him. Snax is going to follow suit, and we're in a 2 versus 3 in favor of Virtus.pro. Smith's lying in wait on someone coming from mid as he dances in, looks to dispatch of Bialy, and does so with a headshot, but it's going to cost him. And Pasha and Taz combine, and VP see that one out. And, well, all down to Neo as they just charged in towards the B side, and Neo does what he does best.
Shooting them headshots.
Them headshots.
And he almost got the 4th frag there, jumping around. That was pretty cool from Neo. Nice action. And seems like Titan is running around spawn in a kind of a tactical timeout mode. And
well, they'll be fuming.
yeah,
They'll have felt they had a lot more to offer on this map than they have. It was VP's choice, but they're better than they have been.
yeah. And I wonder how much Titan wanna play Season, or how experienced. I mean, they're obviously experienced on Season, coming from the Source scene, but I wonder just how different it is compared to the Source one.
Well, according to DDK, they're just Source players, not real human beings.
Just animals.
As VP mop up that next push, but Scream and Kenny has get themselves some kills, making it more pricey. What a hit from Kenny.
He's actually gonna get the bomb plant here, and that's really, really good for Titan.
Grenade comes in on top of him, and Neo drops off his head, but it's a bomb plant nevertheless.
Seem to keep the struggle of actually anti-ecoing perfectly, Virtus. They keep losing 3 men almost every time, and
no easy anti-ecos for them.
no, and it's really, really putting pressure on their economy.
It's entertaining, though.
Yeah, it is. A lot of ecos. That's always good.
It's 10-7 in favor of Virtus.pro, who will feel they should be able to close this one out, being on the CT side and it being their choice, and them having such a strong history on this map.
I think the key man on Virtus is Pasha. He kind of does what he wants on mid, and as we see here, he's actually snuck himself up mid. This is a force buy from Titan.
Pasha pushes out and gets caught there. Screamer's going to take that one, and they'll take that as a free frag for sure. Not much damage done either. Scream is down to 31 points of health, but against the 2, he'll be happy. We're on board with Neo, who is going to nade down and then try to poke out, because he knows that some of those Ts will want that M4 that's on the floor.
And Virtus is just kind of waiting for them to make an entry on the site.
Hit from Scream, dispatches of Neo. Existence is down courtesy of him, but still the man advantage is there for them as Taz comes in. And MBK goes down, and Virtus.pro pull us back to a 3-on-3. Now it's all on Snax to hold on to B, because he's got action. Breaks right, breaks left. This will be a hell of a hat-trick if he can finish off the job. And he can take a bow, son, with Kenny S's CZ that he picked up in the last round. Snax straight in front, to the right, to the left. It's almost like a dance movie.
Yeah, that was amazing hold from Snax. He was left alone on that side. The 2 remaining players for Virtus were on B and kind of have to panic rotate, but Snax held his own on the B side and got them the round there.
And now, what would appear to be the more dangerous of the rounds, a Titan Eco.
Yeah.
As VP are 11-7 up, and should be on the road to victory.
Titan seem to be going for A strat eco. Seem to have worked fine so far. They've always gotten the plant on the ecos towards A and picked up a few guns. So it's not a bad choice. As we wait for the execution.
Here comes the smoke. Here will push it, gets himself a headshot or 2. as MBK and Existence hit the deck and very much let the bodies hit the floor. As Virtus.pro rack up a 5-round advantage and actually a clear and concise eco round for them.
Yeah, they just needed Neo to pop the first 2 headshots, and that's that.
That's a great way to start a round.
It is. And I have to give props to Taz, though, as he's been, throughout this tournament, actually top fragging for Virtus.pro. Being criticized before, and especially himself for not fragging enough. But it's not the case in this tournament.
MBK and his SG do a little bit of damage as Taz takes some nade damage of his own. Smith retreats away from the incoming nade on B. Second one will allow him to retreat as the exchanges yield a frag for Smiths into the smoke downing Neo. What a hit! Wonder how much of that he knew about.
Yeah, that's it's kind of a... He just does that to be safe, that he doesn't push. And once they push, they kind of get that headshot, but it's...
Pasha gets himself a frag onto Existence there right as the smoke was clearing for him and gets away without that other Titan player able to sight him. And Kenny S has moved in with the AWP, looking exactly where he was. Snacks will come around the corner, and Kenny S will meet his demise. And here we go for Snacks. Can he follow it up? No, he can't. Scream is there. And we trade frag for frag here as Virtus.pro pull one more back. And they're saying the man advantage. Make that a 2-man advantage. And now Scream going into B is the only man standing. And so he is one to his right and one to his left. And in the end, it will now be a 6-round advantage as we look at a replay of that shot into the smoke.
Wall hack confirmed.
You heard it here first. Patrick Kahn-Sademan saying that FNATIC need Kenny S yesterday, and now the allegations, the disgraceful allegations from Devilwalk, as FNATIC's unprecedented assault onto Titan continues. The Swedish press will have a field day with this. Aftonbladet will crucify you for these statements.
And Virtus actually have full control over this map now. Titan doesn't seem to get that entry. They make the right pushes as Existence picks up an entry on A. See if we can work with this.
It's going to be Neo that we switch over to as he looks for a kill and he gets it. It's Smith's head that is rolling somewhere around on the floor. Taz is now waiting for incoming on A, and there is one there. It's MBK. As Bjarli will be the one exchanging some fire as well. MBK and Taz will go at it once more, and it'll be Taz that comes out on top. Virtus.pro look like they should be able to close this one out here. This would take us to a 14-7 score with only Existence and his 16 points plus Scream to help. Neo's going to come in and join the party. No scopes down Scream, who had full health. And now it's just Existence. Can he replicate the beautiful shot he pulled off in the last round? No is the answer. And it's 14-7. Titan in a world of pain. This hasn't been even a slightly impressive performance from them.
No, I mean, Virtus kind of pulling it together since the last time we saw them play on Mirage, but the Dignitas kind of have full control. It's kind of interesting how these different play styles kind of counter each other, because Virtus doesn't seem to be playing that much differently, but it's still working out a lot more, like a lot better. So, yeah, Virtus still in full control.
And Neo is going to try and claim himself a frag of his own. What a hit! As he takes down Scream and retreats happy with the opening frag of the half. Opening frag of the round. And you'll see Smiths look to move over and join up with Existence. He will push in, and it'll be Neo again who's extending out from B.
And it's really weird facing Virtus, because most teams, they want to take mid, but Virtus kind of leaves mid all the time, and kind of goes through these little peaks, and Titan really want mid. And it seems like they don't get the entrance they want. They want to find that kill and kind of push aside, but Virtus is not really letting them.
Existence will jump around the corner, and while Flash gets himself one, MBK helps him up with a frag onto Bjarli, and suddenly we've got questions to be asked of Neo and Snacks, who are going to go 2 on 4. Existence thinks he's got their number, as he will stop the push coming across, and this is a ballsy attempt of retaking from VP if they think they can do it. But I think they're going to more try to hunt out these final kills and make this as expensive as they can than have any realistic ambitions of taking back that site, though they did lose Neo going up towards the site itself. And it will be 14-8 as Snacks pushes in, gets himself one, doesn't get any of them in the end. And that proved costly.
Virtus can still buy. It's a shame they didn't get any more frags to punish Titan there. If Snacks could have gotten that one kill, they could have forced Titan in a very, very bad and economical situation. Now they have a bit better. Still not good. So if Virtus can finish this round off... Wow, Snacks actually headshotting Existence through the wall there. Doing a good chunk of damage.
When you're hot, you're hot.
Yeah.
And here on Mirage, VP have been hot against Titan. Kenny S gets himself the frag onto Snacks. Let's not forget, though, on this very same map about 30 minutes ago against Dignitas, they were not hot.
Yeah, and Pasha kind of has the info on mid. He's just waiting for a boost here. As Riggins retake control mid.
Existence gets himself a frag onto Pasha. It'll be a 5-on-3 now in favor of Team Titan, who lose Scream to the angry Neo. This rattles off shots thinking that that's where Neo will be, but Existence will be the one as well chasing him out, and it's Taz who just jumps out, gets himself the kill onto Existence, and Virtus.pro are going to come back strong here, get themselves another one. Kenny S down, and Taz is on fire here, and gets himself a 4-fer in the end. Beautiful stuff from Taz as he rolls back the years to set up 7 match points.
That was really weird because Titan had 2 entries. They got a kill on Pasha and someone else. It was a 3-on-5 for Virtus, and it's those hill climbing moments that Virtus really shows their potential. They always pull it back.
They don't want an easy game.
No. It's like slash kill and then let you guys win this one.
Well, this being an eco round, you can expect Virtus.pro to make it very difficult.
That's true.
Kenny S and that AWP have already connected onto one man. It'll be Pasha who goes up against him next, and Pasha jumps around the corner and gets a vital kill, taking that AWP out of the equation. Existence jumps in. Pasha has long since escaped.
And Titan was just scrambling to get some information on where the Virtus players might be.
And there's Existence getting another one with that AWP from Kenny S, and it's Bjarli that'll go down.
And there's no one on A.
Man to the good are Team Titan. As Taz comes from the back and gets himself the frag onto screen. Spots the bomb is here as well and will be calling for reinforcement. Suddenly there's a second man coming and he'll finish him off as well. It's Smiths that goes down, and now Titan have to come to Virtus once again, as it'll be a push in and a finish from MBK and Existence, down by Snacks and Taz. And it's Team Titan who go down by 8 rounds to 16. Virtus.pro, normal surface resumes for them on Mirage.
Yeah, and big props to Taz, who actually finished with 27 kills, 7 assists, and 13 deaths. Kind of carried his team with Neo and Pasha on the top of the scoreboard there. Neo with 22 kills, but Taz with over 2 KD.
Big hits from the big man. Let's throw it over to Dan and James. What do you make of that first map?
Well, for Source players, I think they did actually adapt fairly well, considering the fact that they had some problems the first time round on Virtus.pro. Obviously, Virtus.pro with another very dominant victory here. But the first thing I want to highlight is how they were kind of playing on the defense, Titan that is, on CT's side here. So we saw on the A, and this was a really big deal for them, is that they were playing Kenny S quite a lot of the time with the AWP, quite defensively in this position. And what this position really means is that, I mean, everyone knows the smokes on Mirage. You get the smoke to block off CT spawn here, which cuts off the AWP, or the kind of defending player. You have the smoke which cuts off connector and jungle to really cut off the AWPer who's playing around here. And that isolates any players on the site, and it allows them to plant very quickly and just come up the slope, come out here very, very quickly. And what happened was that these smokes are blocking, and then they kept leaving Scream just by himself in shadow. And it seems like there's a huge cognitive dissonance here, because Scream has no support. I mean, what really are the expectations there when a rush comes in and they have their great flashes, they smoked off everything, the only place they have to look is shadow. So Scream there's a lot of pressure on him to perform there, and I feel like that's kind of, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. We actually saw, though, that Titan figured out how to adapt to this, and they actually played a more similar setup with Kenny S, where instead of playing very defensively, and this is posturing for a retake. When you're behind the smokes, you're thinking about waiting and the retake. But instead what we saw was the smokes go to the usual place, and Kenny S was behind these boxes with the AWP. And I think everyone remembers that there was this really, really nice three-man situation. The problem with that position is you need a really good AWPer if someone's going to have an AWP there, because you can't miss a shot. If you miss a shot, they gain some ground, they're on top of you, it's very hard to fall back. So it was really nice to see that they started to actually pull things together. I think that was straight after an eco win from them with some brilliant CZ stuff. But I really liked that they went for that setup and put Kenny S in a position where he really, really performs. But otherwise, it felt like they're still finding their feet a little bit on the CT side. What did you make of it, James?
I think the first 6 rounds were very unfortunate for Titan. There were a lot of rounds where it was 2v2 situations where Virtus.pro came off with the clutches. So, that had a significant impact on things, and it ended up being 3-3 at that point. Titan won the 7th round, but it was an expensive round for them versus an eco. So again, it's a question of economy on the CT side. They're winning the round, but they have no buffer. If they lose the round, they're in trouble. Then it became 4-4. Titan went for double AWP setup. Smithsy got picked very, very quickly in looking down into B apps, and then Titan made a huge mistake where the bomb was planted on B. They were kind of around mid and short area, but they apparently couldn't hear the bomb. They thought it was A. They went towards A. Oh my God, it's B. Went back to B, running out of time. One of them got picked, ended up being a 2v2 instead of a 3v2. Then they decided, I guess it's a marginal situation whether you go for the defuse or not, but they decided to go for it. They couldn't clear the site in time to even go for a defuse. They both got picked, and that was an unfortunate round for them. The round after, they had a very weird eco buy. They had 2 Mag 7s, and I don't think they even all had like a primary gun. And it ended up being, they managed to get it down to a 2v2. And then it ended up being a 2v1 with NBK and CT behind the barrels. You saw him jumping up and down with the Mag 7, and the bomb was down. And NBK had a smoke, and he was trying to cause as much havoc as possible. Now, because obviously he has a shotgun, and it's a kind of burst fire shotgun, the way the Mag 7 works, you need to be close up to really get some damage. And he had a smoke. He could have used that. He had a flash as well. Could have used that to close the distance to try and get some kills, and maybe he could have converted the round there. Unfortunately, he kind of remained behind the barrel and didn't really work out for them. And then we had Kenny S. Their use of Kenny S on the CT side was really good. He was rotating. At first, he wasn't getting the shots until you saw that the 3-man on CT on A. So that worked out really well for them. Then on the pistol, another point actually is the round after that, they boosted Kenny from CPL into the ladder room. So they were going for a really aggressive short play. Unfortunately, Virtus.pro smoked off short the second he got there. Just by coincidence, they had people going there. However, Kenny S managed to hold short and B very well, which is the kind of clutch Kenny S, which is why he's there in the first place. So it did work out well in the end. And it is nice to see them rotating Kenny S's position. Then on the pistol round, we saw the Glock train, baby, going through B apps, but it was a complete disaster for them. There was a huge hold for Virtus.pro, and again, that's another critical round. Very unfortunate they lost it, and it just didn't really work out for them. And again, kind of between that was 7-8 to Virtus.pro, and between that and it being 14-8 to Virtus.pro, we didn't really see. We saw again a lot of real estate taken in mid by Titan, but they weren't able to convert anything from it. We saw one boost, Existence went through to CPL, and they kind of pincered A and managed to take that round. But for the most part, you know, Virtus.pro, again, same as the previous match, they let them take mid, and they held connector and put people on bomb site A, and they weren't really able to get through and really make anything happen.
Yeah, it was actually, if we think about this, with how Virtus.pro is set up, it's actually quite interesting because we had some failed rounds going into A, and if we looked at just quickly at the setup from Virtus.pro, they had this really awesome setup. It works amazing on A. They have the perfect flash work that really defends it. What they want you to do is they want you to push slope. They want you to take over mid and come connector, and they want you to push house because they are really good at defending this. We saw so many times Kenny S or whoever it was try to push up connector. Flash comes in from the back of the site. A peek comes out from the player on stairs. Guy on connector's dead. And this happens so many times. They are just monsters on A. And the really big thing that was starting to happen is that Titan realized all of a sudden, very late, that they realized this. The holes are actually over at B. And what they need to do is have to have the correct smokes on B to cover kitchen and window, which are very doable. We've all seen the amazing smoke tech.
Yeah,
and,
but there's another one that Devil Walk showed us yesterday where you can throw a smoke from B apps that goes over the roof and lands on the kind of balcony where we see, you know, that just covers your whole vision down there. And it's not even that you always push on that smoke, but what did he say? He said it was the threats bigger than the execution. So it just you know, do they rotate another CT over there? It kind of makes them spread a bit thinner and gives you more opportunity. So that's kind of the mind games we need to see on the T side of Mirage.
Yeah, so in summary, I feel like Titan, they figured it out, but it was just too late. They figured out that CPL and B held the answers. But it's time for a very quick break. Of course, check out FACEIT.com in the intermission. We'll be back with map number 2 between these two awesome teams. We'll see you on Cash.